Greetings YouTube, this is Remarkable Republican, here as always to bring you the truth with a truth-flavored bias. Today I would like to explain evolution to Drunken Peasants fans and other purveyors of YouTube atheism. It has become extremely apparent to me that many of you don't actually understand what evolution is and what atheistic evolution is as opposed to true evolution. In the course of this video I hope to explain it. Now before we go any further, the reason why I've pictured TJ and Paul is because between the two of them, they provide the perfect example of why atheistic evolution is in fact wrong. If atheistic evolution were true, TJ and Paul would be able to deal with their insecurities by growing bigger penises through evolution. However, as they are saddled with small penises and will remain so for the rest of their lives, this, in fact, disproves atheistic evolution. You might be wondering, what am I talking about? Well, just hang on a minute and I will explain it, and unless you're a complete dumbass, you will understand the truth about atheistic evolution within the next few minutes. Most atheists credit evolutionary theory to Charles Darwin, who wrote in 1859. However, a man named Lamarck wrote a book called The Researches in 1801 in French. So clearly one came before the other, and if you actually know your history, you know that Charles Darwin's main achievement was translating Lamarck into English and then adding pictures. And here is Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, the actual inventor of atheistic evolution and the man who's been plagiarized more times than any other person to ever live in all likelihood. Now, Lamarck is an interesting character. He wrote during the French Revolution, and just like all French revolutionary thinkers, he was an active atheist who tried to destroy Christianity, and in particular the native religion of France, the Huguenot religion, or the Huguenot Church, or whatever the actual name of it is. I don't really remember, but it doesn't matter too much. The idea I'm trying to convey is that he is anti-Christian, and he was proudly so. Now, there are some differences between Lamarck and Darwin, and one of the reasons why Darwin was more readily accepted is because he professed to be a Christian, even if he did copy atheistic ideas, whereas Lamarck makes no pretenses of any kind about his atheism. Now, we see in Darwin that there is some thought structure that had to come from his reading of the Bible and his belief in God. So what we see is in Darwin is that he sees nature as playing the role of a god in terms of deciding winners and losers. And you can imagine if someone like a Ken Ham or a Kent Hovind had lived in 1859 and they were trying to adopt the theory of evolution, they would have probably written a book very similar to what Charles Darwin wrote to explain creation. However, Lamarck, as I said, was a French atheist with a well-defined and nefarious agenda. His idea is basically a perversion of the Christian argument for the will. His idea is that we are all, including the smallest organisms like amoebas, our own determiners of reality. So organisms choose to evolve in certain ways in order to adapt to their environment, and it's by their will that they do so, and they can do so in their own lifetimes. So, as I alluded to earlier, if evolution were actually true, atheistic evolution that is, then Paul and TJ's penises would be growing over time, but they're not. So the idea that he's trying to promote, the reason why he promotes the false idea that organisms can evolve in their own lifetimes and that they have this choice that they make, is that he's trying to inspire people to challenge established authority, and he's trying to make everyone their own god rather than having them obey authority.